Hello, everyone. Please turn off your microphone. When we talk, we'll take turns. We'll start just in 1 minute. Just waiting 1 minute until everyone is connected. So make sure you keep off your microphone. In 1 minute, you can start to write in the chat if from what part of the world you are, and if you are a practicing educator, or you just plan to start, and actually you don't know where to start. This is the reason you came at this webinar, right? So we just start in 1 minute. Make sure you turn off your microphone. This way we'll have a good connection. Please write in the chat from where are you, and if you are an existing educator or you just start. And it will be great if you will be able to turn off your camera. Okay, I'm setting up here my presentation, and we just start in 1 minute. California, Edmonton, Los Angeles. So great that everyone is coming here. Atlanta. Congratulations. Someone is saying it's from Atlanta and just started. And so congratulations and good luck for your start. Okay, now you can see my presentation. Let me see the chat. Just 1 second until I do all this setting up here. Because you will need. I'm from North Carolina. Good. Welcome here. Just a few more seconds and we start. Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to our meeting today, where we'll discuss about webinar, and also I will share my experience, and I will give you everything as much I can for you how to launch your course, and most important, without investment. Okay, like you don't need thousands of dollars to start teaching, and I will call this as a myth, because many people is thinking, oh my goodness, I need a team, I need everything, I need thousands of dollars just to start teaching. And I will say as a myth, and you'll understand clearly why it's a myth, because you can do it without any investment. First, we need to earn money, and after you'll invest. Before we start, please everyone keep off your microphone, okay? Girls, do not turn on your microphone, okay? So before we start, I want to let you know a little bit of the rules, what we have here at this meeting. So the webinar is recorded. You will have you will receive later today, the video recording, and you will have access for 30 days. I will answer to absolutely all your questions, what is coming up today after my presentation. So listen carefully from the beginning to the end. And at the end, I will answer if any questions is coming up. After the webinar, what will happen after the webinar? I don't advise you or give you consultation on the course or your plans, what you want to do in the future, right? So make sure you stay until the end. And today I can give you the feedback and answering all the questions. After the webinar, I don't give consultation. If you want my mentorship and consultation later after the webinar, I will tell you what to do. So the best will be to grab a piece of paper and pen, grab a coffee, and stay here focused, write down questions, what is coming up. So will be the best to watch from the beginning until the end. At the same time, write down questions if during my presentation is coming up. Some of questions I will answer during our meeting. That's right. Some no, I will. You'll write them later a little bit in the chat. Okay. Hope everything makes sense. If you have any questions, now is the opportunity to ask. I mean, if something you don't agree with the course rules, but I guess everybody is okay. So I see. I'm glad that everybody is here. We have London here. We have lots of Canadians and from USA. Many other girls will watch in and replay this webinar. And I'm glad that you started to move to the next level. At least you trying to find information. What do I mean here? That you want to start teaching. And this is, I will call, the easy way to, and the next step after working as a nail technician. Pretty much you share your experience. So when we work as a nail technician, we do lots of education. So you invest in yourself to grow, to perform some skills, to master some techniques, let's call some nail art design, some shaping, some manicure. You invested in yourself. And now when you're moving to the next level of starting or becoming an educator, this is the moment when you give away. So all those investments, what you invested in yourself, knowledge you grow, now is the time to give away. And I'm glad that you are starting to find information to know how this is possible. As I know, many people are here new. I mean, some of you never took any classes from me, or recently you came on my Instagram, and I want first to introduce myself. So my name is Mariana, and only 2016 was fall 2016, I became a nail technician. This is when was the time I was on maternity leave, and let me start to do nails just for friends. This is how everything started. But in 2018, I already started to think, okay, how I see myself in 10 years from now, starting to plan my future. And this was the time when I decided to become an educator, pretty much exactly in the same spot as are you. Because when I will be 40, 50, 60, I don't want to start to file nails anymore. So even in 2 years of working full-time as a nail technician, I started to feel back pain, shoulder, pretty much everybody knows what I mean. And I said, no, I have to plan something. I have to do something else to grow. This was the time, same as you, started to find information, how this is possible to start teaching. I was teaching only on-site classes in Canada. By end of, so 2018 was less classes. In 2019, I did tours across Canada. So on-site classes, I did everything by myself. So for example, on Facebook, you can find lots of groups of nail technicians. For example, Toronto or Miami, Las Vegas, different cities. I am part of all those groups. And there was the spot where I have advertised my classes. So for me, being in Calgary in the west of Canada, I was chatting with all these girls, organized it, okay, I founded 15 students in Newfoundland, east of Canada, okay, pack everything, I'm traveling. So 2019, I was in 16 cities around in 1 year, and around Canada, everything, as I mentioned. I didn't have a website, I didn't have anything, I just wanted to share my knowledge with others, okay? So mainly actually was, I was teaching nail art that time. So I was feeling kind of more confident about nail art. And what is happening 2020, the quarantine came, I was having my schedule in advance, so classes was planned, travel, and the quarantine is coming up. And what we do, we shut down, everything is canceled, everything is closed. We're not able to teach on class anymore. At least Canada, we was for 7 months locked down, 7 months, at least on the beauty industry. So it was a little bit hard time. In 2020, I was kind of forced, push it, I will call in one way, for me to start to teach online without having any idea, and I have started without investment, okay, without any making, investing on production. This is what I mean, but I'm super satisfied about the income, what I have today. And I will say working as a nail technician is impossible, okay? So in 2021, I have earned only from online school, 126,000 Canadian dollars. And for 2022, just because it's end of the year, I have here screen reports on my online website. You saw I have 2 types of payments. It's coming from Stripe, which I will also recommend to you, and I have a PayPal. So in the last 30 days, which is December month, and December I will call, this is the slowest time for educators. Why? Because the nail technician doesn't want to go to start to teach, to learn something, because nail technician is filing, they do money. So I will call December is not a good time for you to launch classes. It's relaxed time, but even with a relaxed time, I made an income of 17,000 Canadian dollars, which I will say again is impossible to do it as a nail technician. So I'm not saying that if you will start right away, you will make exactly the same income as me, but it's a good start to start, okay? Because I just started. It was April 2020 when I have launched my course. So I will have 3 years of experience of online teaching just in April. So you can achieve exactly the same or even better. I wish for you to achieve even better incomes just in 1-2 years from now. For 2022, this is again, I have a screenshots. I made 40,000 on PayPal. Screenshot from PayPal and from Stripe is 99,000. So total income is 140,000 Canadian dollars. I know right now, especially, I don't know what part of the world, this may sound impossible. I will say everything is possible. So if in the beginning I started to not leave all my clients, so slowly increasing, and when I see yes, everything is good, I don't work anymore with clients and I'm fully dedicated to teaching. So this was happened to me in the last 2 years. Believe me, in the first year wasn't like this. So still for you, for example, to start, we work less with clients, focus your resources to start making income from education. And another thing, what I want to have it to clear out this myth. I work without a team and without an advertising. everything, absolutely everything what you see on my Instagram related to online education. If you took any classes from me, I don't have someone who's helping me. What I have a phone and I have a wood stick, and I will show you everything what I use. So what do I mean here? So you can make income without a team, without to pay salaries to someone, and also you don't need a technical specialist, an IT guy who can do setup for you. Absolutely everything you can do. I know the nail technicians are smart. For example, here in this graphic, you can say even me, dedicated full as educator, I have months where you can see I was working hard, and you can see my income was higher, a little bit lower, and when I have relaxed time. Stripe doesn't have the graphics, or maybe it's having, but I don't know how to set up them. So in February, you can see it's very low, was relaxed time. I didn't launch any classes, everything was good. Small webinars was here in March, and boom, on April, I was working hard, that's right. May, I was working. June and July, I was back home on vacation. So one thing what I like about online learning, online teaching, just because you need internet. Everything what you need is in internet. So in these 2 months, I was back home in vacation, didn't work that much. I'm coming back to Canada. I launched the course here in August, September. I relax, and again, is coming up a little bit more. So it doesn't mean that right now, when you planning to start teaching, you need to have every month's classes. You can launch a course every 3 months, every 6 months, okay? So in the same time, you spend your time, your resources. Please sign on chat if everything, you can hear me well. I don't see any messages, I don't see anything, and I even don't know if you're here. I mean, the connection is all good or no. Okay, just give me some thumbs up. Okay, all good. So I think the main questions which I have received many times from you was, can I start teaching? Pretty much, you're finding that you kind of need an approval. When is the right moment to start teaching? Do I am good enough to start teaching? And I will say something, okay? During these years, as I mentioned, you have invested in yourself, you grow, you have mastered some techniques, let's say how to do manicure. And now it's time you give something, you learn you're teaching someone how to do a manicure for beginners who doesn't know absolutely nothing about manicure. I have started teaching after 2 years. After 2 years of nail technique, believe me, my manicure and my shaping was a garbage, I will call right now. But in that moment, I was knowing a little bit more than a beginner. So I was having some knowledge, and I'm sure absolutely each of you have some knowledge to share with a beginner. So you are ready to start teaching. So if you need my approval, pretty much to ask, can I start teaching? Yes, you can. Another thing, to share with others your experience, you not require anyone permission. And most important, what you need to have here, you need to have experience. You need to be good on what you're doing. Let's say, for example, you're trying to launch a course, to create a course, how to teach online. Let's say you sell this webinar record to someone. How would you feel? I mean, do you will be able to answer to all the questions? No, just because you don't have the experience, is right? So when you have experience on something, can be even nail art, Even not if someone is waking you at 12 in the night, you know how to do it, is right? Because you have the experience. What is happening most of the time? Usually just because people is having lack of self-confidence, I will say, or you compare your work with someone else, and this is making you to feel down, to feel I'm not good enough, just because you compare yourself with others. And I will say, if you have this kind of thoughts, just stop and don't do it this way. You are good. You are good with what you have, your own knowledge. You don't need to copy anyone else. Another thing, what I saw many times when people, let's say you come into my shaping course, you're planning to do exactly the same course, kind of copy my course. I don't mind, okay? No problem. But what is happening? You are not able to deliver that message to your students when you was doing manicures for many years in different way. Now you're just trying to copy someone else. So this will not have, will be not long, very long success. So you may have a couple students, that's it. So when you share your own experience, your own way how to teach, just each of you here, you know how to do a long-lasting, beautiful nails. Now you just need to structure your knowledge, all your knowledge, everything what you do at the nail table, you just need to structure, pretty much organize in the shelves, and to explain someone how you do it this way, how you do this type of nails. This is everything what you need. So you are ready to start teaching. Even if you are 2 years in the nail industry, you already have something to teach. So let's define first, do you are ready to start teaching? So as I mentioned, most important, you need to have experience and specific niche. When I say niche, can be manicure. You love to do manicure. You think is the best what you can do. Okay, like you do shaping, you do nail art, you do different, and you think based on what you do on your nail studio is your manicure. Or can be, you know how to attract clients, you know how to take pictures, simple, you are great, you know how to take nail pictures, you can do this type of course. Okay, so you have experience. Even how small it is, you have some experience. Or maybe it's stamping, maybe some specific nail art, you know something how to do. Now, next ingredient, what you need to have. So pretty much to start teaching and to become a successful nail educator. And when I say successful nail educator, that means lots of students is coming to your classes. This is what I call success, okay? Because if I will go back to the nail technician job, you can be a nail technician, but if you don't have clients, that I will say, you're a nail technician, so why you don't have clients? So a good nail technician also is having clientele. So it's exactly the same for educator, you have students, that's right? And second ingredient, what should be here is help. You want to help people and you want them to succeed. I will call like educator is like a lifesaver. What this means, for example, when you see, for example, I see some yellow pictures and someone Instagram, and I have the desire, like I want to send her a message, hey, you don't take this picture. This type of picture doesn't sell your services. Here is a course, just learn step by step how to take great pictures. So I want to help. Or when I see the manicure, or when I see the shaping, I want so much to help, okay? And definitely I'm not sending messages to anyone, please buy my course. No, but you have this feelings that you want to help. You want to help beginners, because if you have the experience, but you are greedy, I will call, you don't want to share, then believe me, your students, your people will feel that you are cold. I call cold that you are not really want to help them from the bottom of your heart. So will not be your career as nail educator will not be very long. Okay, this is what we need. And another thing, ingredient, you have limits. What do I mean limits? You want to earn more. You feel burned out working, you are tired of working with nail technician. Why is necessary these limits? Because this is kind of a motivation for you. You have a goal. I'm exhausted. I'm tired to work with clients. I have to move my butt. Sorry about my language, but this is, I have to do now a push to work hard, to move to another level, to become an educator. So you really want to have, you need to have this desire to move to the next one. If you say, I'm good enough, I don't need any more. So the desire will be so-so, the motivation I will call, okay? So you need to have all these three ingredients to find out, do you are ready to start teaching or no, okay? Who have recognized himself here in description. Did you find that you have all of them, all the ingredients? Okay, I'm trying also to pay attention to the chat, what we have. Now, also I have received from you questions like, what type is the education? Should I start teaching online? Should I start teaching on site? And I have both experience. As I have mentioned, 2018 and 19, I was traveling across Canada to doing on-site classes. How I did it, I was going to a hotel, booking meeting space, doing all the setup with the hotel, tables, chairs, how many people, paying for travel, accommodation, and the meeting spaces. And I rented the classroom. This is how I did it when I was traveling. In 2020, I decided that no, I want to open a nail school in Calgary and rent a space, having monthly payment for rent is right. I'm talking now about on-site classes. So you need to take in consideration that when you starting to teach on-site classes, you have a huge number of expenses. You have a classroom, so you have a mortgage or rent, you have utilities, you have all the tools, all the furniture. You need to have also people who work for you, at least two nail administrator or classroom administrator who's discussing with students, who is doing the registration, because if you planning to do, you are in a classroom, you are not able to teach. So you have employee, you have salary. And I will say my school was open just 6 months and I closed it just because the quarantine came. And from all the classes, what I was having on site, my portion of income minus expenses, because it's a lot of expenses, was 20%. It would be good if it's theory. So that much expenses, income you make when is after, so overall income minus expenses when is on site will be good if you do it this way, because you spend for products, for furniture, for everything. And also for on-site teaching, if you plan to do once a while, it's okay. But if you plan to do it like base, like as a primary on-site teaching, you feel tired. It's exactly the same when you work as a client. And believe me, if you have 4 clients a day, you know how tired you are now. You can't imagine when you have a class of 10 students. I'm not saying more. I was having class of 18 students and I feel that I'm dying right there. So it's so exhausting. And I will call after tasted both type of education, online and on-site, I will say I don't want on-site classes anymore, because you invest so much time, so much resources, but it's not worth it that much. This is just my own experience. I'm not saying right now that you should not do on-site classes, okay? But if we analyze online, like to compare both of them, I will say move forward online, just because you did without any investment, okay? And I will tell you here, if on-site, I will say maximum, please don't take more students than 10 in one class, just because you will be exhausted. If online, you can take 100, 150, 200. So it's pretty much is no limit for on-site classes. See how we are right here, right now, online, and also it's no borders, I will say. Some of you say, I'm in Atlanta, I'm in London, over the ocean, I'm in Canada. Someone is in Bahamas, someone is in Jamaica. All we are connected right here. So this is what I call the beauty of teaching online. You have freedom, and you can make a much more income without that many expenses, because for all the income what I make, is the portion of expenses is 10%. Okay, everything else like will be as a profit. And as I have mentioned, everything what I do by myself. I don't have a team, so I don't have an employee. Do I have to pay someone, which is also is a good saving. Okay, hope everything makes sense. How should work online or on site? Just because you starting, my recommendation for you will be to start online. You just test, you see, do you like it, you don't like it, how should you go, and after you can move to invest. Okay, because as I mentioned, for on-site teaching there will be lots of expenses. So first earn money and after spend. This will be the right way. Okay, let's discuss what course should you sell. Probably you ask yourself, I have so many, I know I have 10 years in nail industry, and how many, what should I sell? That's right. What course should I do? And I will say it this way. People will always buy products that solve their problem. Okay, remember this phrase. People will always buy products that will solve the problem. I mean, if I will make a course which how to do clean manicure. This is a problem for beginner nail technician, that they don't know how to do clean manicure. And my course will be how to do clean manicure, how to take nail pictures. That's right, this is a problem. So what you need pretty much to do, you need to remember yourself in the beginning. I know it's hard, but try when you have started, what struggles did you have? What was waking you up in the nighttime and you was thinking that minutes? Oh my God, how should I do this social media because I don't get it? Was it for me, for example, was a problem. And I was starting to search for classes to invest in myself, how to solve this problem, how to take pictures, how to do shaping. Nail lifting is a problem. What product should use is a problem. So this, what type of course should you create to solve people problem? And one course should solve just one problem. Okay, so remember yourself in the beginning, what was those struggle? Like I can give you here 2 minutes and try to write on that piece of paper what you have, a minimum 10 struggles what you think a nail technician is having in the beginning. Okay, I will take until you do. I'm taking 2 minutes break. I'm going to grab a glass of water because I don't have it here on my table and I really feel that I need it. And in this period of the time, please write, you can do it on the chat, a minimum 10 what struggles or you remember yourself in the beginning, what nail technician will have.
Number one.
Off your please turn off your microphone. Who is having microphone here?
Oh my gosh.
I don't see here who is having the microphone on. Can you please turn off your microphone? It's not visible on my chat. Okay, I found it. Karina, is all good. Okay, girls, please, you can write in the chat. You can write in the chat. I'm sorry for just 1 minute. I really need some water. Okay, I'm back. I can see that Angie is saying you think that nail technician is having the struggle that how to handle the taxes in the first year as a nail technician. Transition from student to professional. Yes, it's a problem. You can have this type. Anyone else wants to write in the chat? Okay, let's see. What do you think? Or what type of classes do you think you can offer that will solve the people problem? Okay, when you're saying I see painting, shaping, cuticle work, nail art, clean manicure, client experience. Yes, I will say painting, not really painting, will be necessary more what type, and everything what is related to nail art classes will be important to be in trend. This is what I mean. So if it's October, you have a Christmas nail art classes. If it's December no classes, sorry. October, November, we have Christmas nail art. Spring is something different. So you can have seasons of different type of nail art. And this is right, cuticle work, clean manicure, client experience. Oh my God, client experience, a big one, a huge problem for beginners, how to gain your clientele. Pedicure, troubleshooting, manicure, how to promote, how to get clients, how to take pictures. See, you made pretty much this list of 10. This is actually your 10 courses, what you can do. See, already you have listed about what type of classes can you teach, okay? Because it's a huge problem. People doesn't know. Remember yourself in the beginning. And many times we think that everybody knows already. No. Acrylic application, gel application. Yes, exactly. we're competing with everything, being in Instagram, YouTube. Yes, and I will say in the beginning, many nail technicians, I have received lots of this type of messages when beginners say, I want to give up. So I will say, especially for the beginners, you can encourage them to motivate, hey, I know how to do it. Or they say, I had lots of requests where clients is coming back with lifting. I'm thinking I'm not good enough. No, you're doing good. You're just missing couple steps. That's why you have nail lifting. So don't give up. Okay, let's fix this this problem. Product review is not really a problem for product review. So we'll not have that much interest for product review to launch a course, because the product review, when you're saying, doesn't really solve a problem for a nail technician. Product review, I will say more, what primer should you use? Do not have lifting. Okay, so here I solve a problem for nail technician if I want something about product, okay, but not really product review. Will not have that much that interest, so you don't really solve a problem to a nail technician. So I want here to mention that how I have launched my first online course, and I don't know if I have anyone here from if you have been to my first online course, which was a nail art marathon. Nail art marathon I was teaching, and you can see here, was March 19, 2020. This was absolutely my first one. You can see to this post, I have 28 likes, because that moment I was having 3,000 something followers on my Instagram. Okay, here you don't need millions, hundreds of followers to have an Instagram to launch your course. And one thing, what for my first course, I was very active in all these Facebook groups, what I have told you. So pretty much you also part of multiple group of Facebook where you are communicating each other, so building as a community. So pretty much my first course, this is where I sold my course, my first one. And I can see the Chris, she's saying I was, yes, as I remember, someone from our chat, you was part of my first online course. What we got, so the cost was $99 Canadian, and I got 157 students. And pretty much Chris can share how was everything. So was recorded videos with my phone. Even I didn't have an iPhone, it was a Samsung, an old one. Again, I just really wanted to launch a course. And I didn't have any production team. I recorded the video with my phone. I explained it, pretty much quiet room with a lamp, and I started to record. I did nail art and explain it step by step how I do specific technique. So thin lines, ombre, or watercolor, or different nail technique. This is what you need to explain. I was doing the course feedback. I have given the course feedback in WhatsApp group. Chris, do you remember those time? So all those students who came at the course, I have grouped it in WhatsApp, made a group, and kind of everybody was sending their feedback, what was in a group, and we was chatting, and absolutely this was my feedback to WhatsApp group. Okay, was an excellent course. Yes, but you remember the time, and I'm glad that you are here, and you can see was nothing, absolutely nothing fancy. But let me tell you here one thing, what was given me first, my nail art course was something nail art, something easy. And the same I will recommend you here for your first course, for your first online course, to start with something not too expensive, because if I don't know you, pretty much I don't trust you. I don't know who you are. I'm not really open to pay you that much. So I need to build trust. I need to find out how you are. Okay, so I will recommend you try with a small course, small. Okay, a small course, something not really expensive, but in this way, you will grow. People will know what type of the person you are, how you're doing, and what is your value, I would say, what type of the expert you are. And see, Chris, you came to my first online course and now you are here. And as I know, you took multiple classes. What was happening? So I was having this course in WhatsApp group, and everybody was sending their pictures with how they did their nail art, was chatting each other. Some was asking questions, some was asking recommendation from other nail technician. I was in this group and analyzing what people is chatting each other. And what was my second course was about cuticle work, was about manicure, because reading the chat, and for your first classes is highly important to have chats, to get feedback. I was reading those chats and I have realized that my students, my people from the group, are having different struggles. They didn't know how to do cuticle work. So I have taught them how to do the nail art, but they don't have the end results, the wow effect look nails, just because they don't have a cuticle work, and also they don't have a shaping. They don't do this part. I have received at that moment like teach shaping classes, and I said no. I was kind of scared to do a shaping class. The next one I did Russian e-file manicure course. Guess who was my student for Russian e-file manicure? Was these students, this who came initially for my nail art course, and I have launched it. So it was nail art marathon 1, was nail art marathon 2, pretty much multiple groups, okay, multiple groups of students. And after I did 3 times launches this nail art course, then with all these students, what I have it, I read the chat, I saw what is the people problem. Remember in this previously, I told you, you need to create a course which will solve people problems. So I was reading the chat and I analyze it. What is their problem? My next course was cuticle work. Again, in a cuticle work course, I have chatting with my students. I analyze it. What is their problem? They have lifting and they don't know form placement, speed, shaping. My next course was shaping course, which I just closed it yesterday. 11 times I launched exactly the same course, and all the time the classes are booked. For you, if you work hard in the beginning and you make let's say a community, a group of people, okay, that's why you start with something small. They love you, they trust you, they know how you are as an educator, and they will continue to come to you. As Chris is coming, and I know Heather is somewhere, should be here, which Pearl, they are my students actually from other classes. And many of you here, Annette, I have the same from other classes. So, and now you are at my classes, which you plan to become an educator. But I took them, so these students, for a couple years even, they are with me, these girls in chat with you, for these 3 years, they are with me. Small parts, I took them until this part, okay? And they will go to the educator course and will continue. So pretty much I grew them. So it will be necessary for you exactly the same. It's not about you launch one course and done, okay? So you need to keep connection, keep communication with your students, that actually the students will tell you what should be your next course, what is their problems, what is their struggle, and you'll analyze, okay, they're having this problem. Do I have the experience? Do I want to help them? Yes, I want to help them. I can do it. Let's create another course. This how is working. Now everybody will be shocked, my students. This is how you do it. Wow. That's why I'm here with you for a couple of years. That's right. But I don't have at this webinar any secrets with you. So I want to be open, and I'm telling you my own experience. This is how I did it. This was my strategy. And this what I will advise you to do exactly the same. So pretty much to the same group of students, you come, you launch multiple classes, okay? Average students is coming back to me 3-4 times. So they came to one course and again and again and again. Okay, this is pretty much an average, a statistic based on my 3 years of teaching online. Now let's discuss course name. What course name should you choose? And I will say all the time, keep it simple, absolutely simple, without fancy words, because sometimes you see a name of the course which you can't really understand about what is the course. So when you name your course, ask yourself how this course will change the person's life. Again, the name of the course should answer to the question how this course will change the person's life. Please make notes, because it will be really important for you when you create your course name. What do I mean? For example, I just closed a course, Clean Manicure. So by in the name of the course, I'm telling you already the results, how your life will change. Clean manicure. That means I will have a clean manicure. Okay, I'm giving exactly this, how you'll get it. Shaping, again, I was, when I choose the name, just simple shaping course, not anything else. I was again in a Facebook group and all those chats, and you see I'm having, for example, an Excel spreadsheet, where when I see some comments from these nail technician groups, I write down what is their struggle. And 100 times I saw struggle with shaping, with exactly the same word. And I have created a course exactly what is called shaping, nothing else. I want to call it differently, but no. Okay, so clean manicure will be the same, or you can call a course how to become full booked. So your course, actually can be a course which will be called fully booked. So in the course name, you already give me the results, how my life will change if I take your course. You came at this webinar, and the webinar was called How to Start Teaching Without Investment. Without investment, this I have given you that you don't need thousands money team. You can do everything without investment. And I give you what will be after, what you can do. Okay, so this was really, really important, and this is how you choose the course name for you, because even the course name sells. The course name will also attract clientele. So clientele, I mean students. It's really important also to choose the right name. Okay, let's go to the next one. So now you have created the list, pretty much as I've mentioned. those 10 things what you have written before struggles, what you think nail technician. Actually, there are topics. What should you create your course? You have created a plan for your first 10 classes. This is what you did. And those who have write it here in the chat, congratulations, you did really good. Now let's explain how to create your course structure. And I will take clean manicure, for example. So we have point A and point B. And I'm telling myself, okay, this nail technician doesn't know absolutely anything. She doesn't know anything. So what should I teach her from point A, where you don't know manicure how to do, or you know how to do manicure? And I'm starting to write down. So first we write on a paper and I'm analyzing also my movements during the appointment. So what do? I push back the cuticle. I clean the pterygium. I cut the pterygium. How do I do it? So this is how I will make the course structure. I will say here, put the cuticle. Here we clean the pterygium. Here we trim the cuticle. Here we do the base gel application. Here we do color application. Here we do the top coat. Here we do different. So this is how you make your course structure. Step by step, what you need to do. One lesson of the course should give a fixed result to your student. What do I mean? In this lesson, you know how properly to push back the cuticle. Done. This is what I want you in this lesson to get. Okay, so this what will be on my lesson 1. Simple in a paper, or another way, if you want a little bit more fancy, but before I do it right here, is called mind map. For example, this type of more graphics, I do it simply with a piece of paper and pen, and I'm starting to write down, and doesn't come from the first time a good one. Okay, I'm changing lesson. No, how about this lesson first? This lesson first. They will not get it. Let's go to another one. And this doesn't come from the first time so easy. For example, I show you here a course structure of one of my old course, Russian e-file manicure, and I split it in 2 blocks. For example, theoretical part and practicum part. Nail plate structure, nail bits, tools and products, how to trim. So it's about theory. Each single, what I have it here, was a separately video. So I explain nail bits classification and what is necessary for that student. And here at the end, I write, for example, my client, which means my students, what we'll learn. As I mentioned, each lesson you can do individual for lesson or as a group. In this lesson, what my student will understand, what will get at the end, results. Okay, so she will learn how to trim cuticle without injury his client. He will know what type of the bits to use for product removal. That's right. If I will say bits classification, what type of the bits, and talking about product removal. So simple, clearly what your students will achieve at the end. The same, I will suggest you to do something like this if you plan on launching your first course. We remember we're using something really small course. Let me know here if you thinking about launching a course and what will be the first from that list of 10. Let me have also some water. Questions? Let's see, so far. Questions to related topic, what was presented so far. Let me know if you have. If it's no questions, we're moving forward. Hey girls, any questions? Because we're moving forward to the next one. Well, structured and clear so far, thank you, no problem. If we have questions from the program so far, if no, we're moving forward. So everything what you do, you may think that it's super complicated to create your course. You just need, what should you do? To structure all the information, what all the knowledge, I would say, all the knowledge, what you have. So you know how to do the nail art. You are master at, you're doing great. Now you need to start to structure pretty much step by step all those knowledge what you have. How I was doing, for example, nail art class. In the first lesson, I'm discussing about products. And the second, how to customize your liner brush. And the third lesson, how to load the gel paint in the brush for thin lines. Okay, what type of the gel paint should you use for your thin lines work? Then I was going each video lesson for separate design. Okay, design number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and this is how you going for entire course. So the course structure, this how we'll go. Simple and easy, I will say. Now, on what program or app should you do your presentation? And I have here a website. It's called canva.com. This is a free of use. There are applications which is more, I mean, they are having paid package, but you have more than enough. You don't need to use it. So you can write down, it's called canva.com. And here you can use it even for your social medias. For example, they have templates, so pre-made templates. For example, presentation, Instagram stories, Instagram posts, they have pre-made Facebooks, pre-made templates. Just you upload your pictures and it's ready to go. You will find a lot of good pictures, what you need to have. Straight. I love Canva. Canva is easy to use. Yes, if you didn't know about Canva, highly recommended. So don't buy anything, it's more than enough on your packages. And in this Canva, I do my presentation. For example, you can see the presentation, and absolutely to all my online classes, this is the presentation. Where do? I do in canva.com. Now, what I use to screen record presentation. For example, this is a screen recorder, a screenshot from what was this? Well, this was ombre course, and you can see myself right here in the bottom. So this is how I do the theoretical part for my students. For example, what is the nail file grid, to explain what is the difference from this product to this product. So I do first in Canva presentation, same as I do with yours. Then after, what do? I screen record my presentation, same as you see it right now. Okay, so you see my screen, actually full screen, not only presentation. What do I use? I use Movavi. For example, you see here is an app, can be used for laptop, for the phone, doesn't matter where. Okay, and I started to do this type of presentation probably 1 year ago, I will say. So when I have launched my first classes like nail art, e-file manicure, I didn't in canva.com, just my camera was set up down the table, piece of paper and pen, and I was explaining it in a paper how to customize, how to trim the cuticle and everything. Simple piece of paper and pen. And here is more important for you when you share with your students, what information do you share, not how beauty are your presentation. Okay, because I want again to cover one myth, which just a couple days ago have discussed it with one of the educator who was teaching on-site classes, and now she wants to move online. And she told me, you know what, I have I have invested over $30,000 on creating my first online course, and I'm sitting and I'm doing presentations, so many, and I already have 6 months since I have announced that I will launch online, and I'm not there yet because I'm stuck. I'm stuck on all this presentation, and I want to be beautiful. This was her words. I want to be beautiful. And I want you here to understand one simple thing. Nobody, hear me, please. And I want to repeat, nobody, absolutely nobody will buy your course just because it's beautiful, just because you have a beautiful presentation. Maybe you'll have one lucky student, but no, okay? People will come to you just because you are the person who can solve their problem. For example, you came at this webinar and you absolutely didn't have any idea what type of the presentation, what I will have. Do I will have my background beautiful in this room or no? And you really don't care. How's my presentation? What do I wear makeup or I mean, do I am beautiful or no? You don't really care. You have another problem. You want to start teaching and you don't know how. That's why you came, is right? So this is exactly for you to remember for your students. Yes, nice presentation is great, but this should not stop you to start teaching just because you don't have a nice presentation. Okay, I was doing piece of paper and pen explaining with my crooked English. Probably you noticed because I'm not an English speaker, is right? Even with my crooked English, explain it simple words and piece of paper. How do I visualize square shape? How to draw these flowers? Okay, please remember things. No investment is necessary and don't invest. First, you need to earn. Keep this in mind, okay? So if you want to do presentation the way how it's called, as I mentioned, without any charge, do your beautiful presentation if you want in Canva, beautiful templates, just templates and you change your text. That's it, okay? So it's templates pre-made and screen recorder this way. It's called Movavi. Now, what equipment should you need to use? And I will keep it again simple. I have a selfie lamp. Girls, please turn off your microphone. Okay. What do I use? I use a selfie lamp. I use a phone. As I mentioned, how many classes I did? Because I did manicure, I did nail art classes, and I didn't have an iPhone. So I noted that an iPhone is a little bit better quality and was not a new phone. And right now I don't have the last version of the phone. And I do absolutely all my classes recording using my phone stand, and actually I need an internet. And I have rated here a laptop, but even you don't need a laptop. You can do everything on your phone without the latest version. I keep it simple, and I have to repeat again for you to remember. Please remember these things. People will not buy your course just because it's beautiful, just because you have invested thousands on background, on decoration, special, like a movie, recorded like a movie. No, I want to know how to do clean manicure. Please teach me how to do clean manicure. And this is the focus, what I deliver. Okay, I will show you close using the phone. How do I do manicure? Okay, make sense? I hope this makes sense. Let me see the chat. Is the app free? Canva is free. For Movavi, they have a free version. They have a limited, I think, functionality. There are more professional packages with which there are different different functionality, and the free package will be something $20, like a more advanced package. I will still consider this as no investment. Like it's a couple dollars, and I think it's one-time payment. It's not monthly payments as multiple apps how they do. So nothing investment. You even Canva, they have packages like something for more professional. So they have this kind of library of templates, and they have some templates which are free to use, and they have templates which are you have to pay. I never paid. It's more than enough to use those templates which are free of charge. Okay. The same is for Movavi. There are packages, but I will not recommend you to go for that part. It's more than enough. There is a paid option, no need. Yeah, thank you for answering about Canva. Everything makes sense. Okay, I'm glad that everything makes sense. Now let's analyze what type of the course format should you do. I don't know if anyone have took all the other classes, which I mean multiple classes online, which can be audio, can be text, can be video, or all together. And I will say, since quarantine came, I'm always registered for 3-4 online classes. So doing something, and I have experienced all of them. I never did any course format as audio, but I took such classes. They are wonderful. You can create, for example, audio on a WhatsApp group with your students, and they how I took my class, for example, audio. You have a schedule when new audio class is coming. So can be something. What I did, I have launched course as a text. So it was a PDF file, just a PDF file, how to file almond shape. So I sold that PDF file as a text course format. Can be video, just video, or can be all together. For example, for nail art classes, everything what I did was just video, me explaining how I do specific things. For my online shaping class, I have video text where the student is downloading the PDF file, pretty much the shaping manual I call, but also video. So you can combine on your course absolutely everything, or can be just one. What I have noted for nail art classes, which was really beneficial, where, you know, probably you saw this type of posts on Instagram where it's kind of step-by-step how to do it. So you do the scan of your design, you take picture, you do another scan of design, you take pictures, and after you can put all together them on everything on one page. So students kind of is seeing step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this type of pictures, I found that is easy for students to follow the designs when they have pretty much a guidance step by step how to do it. So they have the opportunity to have a video, and also you can put all your 10 designs, Christmas nail art design, in a PDF file, and here is your file for your students. Can be an option. Why not? Like I did this type of classes for on-site. For example, when I teach on-site classes, which was a year ago, on-site classes related to nail art, I used to have a printed paper for all the students, and this type of picture. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, how you add the elements in that nail art. And for students, because especially for on-site classes, someone is kind of catching and do it faster, someone is behind, and me in process of explaining, I don't want to stop for those students who are a little bit slow, and this way for them to not miss some elements. So they have that PDF file, not PDF, printed, you know what I mean, printed file, and they kind of can follow the guidance. This is what I did, and in the same time, this is what I share with you, my experience, how I did it so far. Another thing, what type of the platform can you launch? Should you launch your course? Again, remember at this course, we're talking about without investment. My first nail art course, which was nail art marathon, like I have Heather, I have Chris here, they will not make me to lie. That's right. How I did it. I recorded the video. I have uploaded those videos on YouTube. Simple, YouTube. So on YouTube, you have the opportunity to make the videos public, or only those people who is seeing the use, give them the link. And I send them to my students an email with the link, and they was watching the video on YouTube. Done. So one platform, what you can do it. Another way, where should you launch your course? First one, actually not even first one, can be many. You can do many classes in these platforms. I will call it the simple way, Instagram page. Instagram page, you can make a private Instagram page where you upload your classes, can be separate class, lesson number 1, number 2, number 3, you can name it design number 1, or how is the name of your first class. You record this live video, can be exactly on Instagram. Just you record by yourself this live video, so nobody's on that page. Absolutely, you can do kind of the classes live when everybody is in chat as you are here, or you can do it in pre-recorded. So create a Facebook, an Instagram page, private. You are in a quiet moment, take piece of paper and pen, and you explain step by step how you do your first design or how you do your technique. You finish it, you start the next live video. This way you create lesson number 1, number 2, number 3. This type of course I have launched, for example, last year was a charity nail marathon. Was an Instagram page, private Instagram page. In the day of the course, for example, when the course started, I have sent by email to my students, like this is the link, pretty much this is the Instagram page where the course take place. Follow this page. This is how everything was happening. Another platform, what you can use can be a Google Drive. Google Drive, record the video, the same day will hold your videos, and you give to your students by using a link. The same in Google Drive, you can have shareable links, and you can do it this way. WhatsApp, again, in WhatsApp, you can do audio, text, or files to upload, and you have your group. In WhatsApp groups, the same, you can launch your course. So keep it simple. Remember that people will buy classes from you if you, who know the answer here? If you solve the people problem, okay? So nobody will really care where is on Instagram, is on YouTube. The same, you didn't know you sign up to this webinar, but you didn't know where will take a place. And this on Zoom is right. Even this depends what type of classes you teach, but also I should add in this type of the platform can be Zoom as well. If you have a course, clients communication, like it's not a practical, people doesn't need to see your hands. Okay, so this is what is necessary. You can do it even this way. For example, at my previous online educator course, which took place last year, Laura, what she did, she launched her first course using YouTube videos. As I have mentioned, she launched the manicure course, and she was having in the first course 25 students. I want here again to show you one thing. Laura, she's a great nail technician, lots of experience, amazing person, but she was not that active on social media. She's having just 800 followers. And many of you thinking that you need to have thousands of followers to launch your course, to start to become educator. And I would say, no, that is not necessary. I was having, as I told you, around 3,000 followers when I started to teach. But the more I got involved to talk on Instagram, on my social media with nail technician, with students, with nail technician, because right now, if you are a nail tech on your page, on your Instagram page, you have clients, people who are interested on your services. When you will start changing your social media, talking with nail technician, doing posts, doing videos, doing live videos, which are interesting for nail technician, then people will want to follow you. Okay, but even here for Laura, she was at the educator course, and I would say a great result. Okay, or even if you launch your course and you get 2 students, just two, a small number, you'll gain a lots of experience, a huge experience, and a huge confidence on yourself. Why confidence on yourself? Because you may have now a hesitation moment. Do I am good enough? Do I know how to explain this information? And when you see those 2 students that they have launched, for example, their classes, and they succeed, your confidence will grow. You will be a sign, hey, I did it. Or in the same time, you learn, okay, this part, they didn't get it right. How about I'm changing? The same for me didn't work good from the first time. Many times I did mistakes. For example, when I have launched my first shaping course, I was thinking, I made the course program with specific topic, and I was thinking, this is the right one. This was just my thinking. I started to receive questions from my students. What is the difference about this base? How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? What did I did? Quickly recorded new video lessons, and course have started. Let's say January 1st course have started. First 2 weeks, I started to receive multiple questions about specific topics, which I thought everybody knows about. I recorded new video lessons, and I have uploaded, and everybody is happy. Again, I did the second course, second launch of shaping course. I started to receive new questions. Again, I have uploaded, recorded new video lessons, even if the course have started. It's online. You can add information based on students' requests. And this way, you will create your course structure. This how is coming with practice. So even if you have 2 students, I would say you should say bravo to yourself, because you made this step, and you gain lots of knowledge from the experience by teaching 2 students, okay? Because you'll know what should you launch next course. Jen, she was the same at the educator course. She launched Christmas nail art course on Instagram private page, and she got the 17 students. I have listed here cases with students which they got the smallest number, just because to show you that is really possible. Doesn't need a lot of followers for you to start. Okay, a good start. The more you'll talk on your social media, again, you'll create content for nail technicians, which is interested about them. Showing video tutorials, showing manicures, or how to take pictures. You probably, everybody saw those videos, which backstage, how do I take pictures? Oh my God, Okay, so many requests. Do I sell courses, how to take pictures? Teach me how to take pictures. So I have showed you something and people say, yes, I want to buy a course from you. So you can do exactly the same. You need to create content, generate, run social media for nail technician. In that moment, you will get nail technician on your page. Okay, and you'll launch classes and you'll have students. I have another successful cases. Classic, she was the same at my educator course. Here she got over 100 students, but she also is an existing educator. So, and she's having lots of followers, and definitely her course was a little bit more successful than first cases, which was Laura and Jenny. Felicia, the same, from Toronto. She launched her first course, was about manicure. Antoinette, she's from Jamaica, the same, another successful cases here. So I included the first two with a little bit more details. Here, the girls, the same, very well done, launched for classes. I see in Felicia page, recently she's launching her, so will be in less than 1 year. Since she went with the educator course, already the third online course, and this will be in less than 1 year. And as I know, even the third one is really successful. But most important for you to start, because if you are in your studio working with clients, you don't start in 2 years and 5 years and 1 year from now, you will be exactly in the same spot, After this webinar, my recommendation will be take a piece of paper and pen and start to make a plan, write down, based with all this information. Just try, just do it, okay? Do it without any investment, without anything. I'm giving you, I guess, detailed information for you to do it, and you know how. It's right? It's detailed information. You know how to do it. Okay, I see first classes I did was one-on-one. What is a huge growth from there? Definitely, even if you do one-on-one, one student, you should consider yourself a good success. Believe me, first will be one student, then will be 3, then will be 5, then will be 10. Okay, I had classes the same with 1 student, with 2 students, and even this that not online, but on-site classes which didn't stop. Okay, because this how you grow, this is how you learn. Was exactly the same when you have gained clientele. First was 3 clients, then was 10, then was 20. Okay, so it's exactly the same. When you plan to start teaching, I want in the same time to be, because here we're talking about the budget planning and about money, we're starting to think, to be realistic. If you have in your social media 800 followers and you are not active, or you are on the social media just on Christmas and New Year, and your last post was 2 years ago, and tomorrow you launch a course, just be realistic, because you will not make $100,000. I make this income, and I have proved it to you, and I can prove it anytime. But social media for me is another job. Why do I call another job? I'm not using any advertising. I don't have a team. Absolutely, you never saw any advertising from me. Everything what I do is Instagram. One single tool, Instagram, and I count it as a second job. That probably you noted how active I am, and this is how you find me on Instagram, and you purchase my course in Instagram. It's right, but without starting, you'll be in the same spot. So plan in advance. How do you plan? How do you want to change your life? Or answer to the question for yourself. Where? What is your plan for future? What do you want to do? Where do you plan to spend when you'll be 40, 50? Do you plan to teach, or do you want to work with as a nail technician? Because your back and shoulder, I'm sure they will not like this part, okay? If everything is clear, we're moving forward. So let's analyze what price of the course should be. How should you price your classes? I will say first, analyze the market. Let's say you plan to launch a nail art class, analyze what will be. So this will be your first thing, what you want to charge your class. But at the same time, I highly recommend you, for your first course, do a small course as a nail art, as product application. So something small, not a high cost, because as I mentioned, people doesn't really know you. They need to trust you, and to give you $1,000 without knowing you, I'm a little bit have a hesitation moment, okay? So, and then at the same time, analyze the market, and most important, answer to this question to yourself. Would you buy the course from yourself for this amount? Okay, let's say I create a nail art course. I put $99, $100. Do I will buy this course from me? Do I think it's worth it? And answer yes will be. It's worth it. My shaping class $850. Here I will say it's worth it more. So I say it with confidence and feedback from my students and everything. But a course as a shaping course, this is a huge course. So don't go straight and something huge. Start with a simple course, or can be just a simple webinar as what I have right now. Simple webinar is test, try out. And another thing, plan in advance your budgeting. What do I mean budgeting? Okay, let's say I want to make $5,000. I want to launch my first course and I want to make $5,000. Now I make a plan based on resources what I have. I mean, if you are active on social media, then how many people do I have? Do I think? How many people do I think they will buy from me? How many people knows about me? Okay, even if you have 1,000 followers, 1,000 people on Facebook, on Instagram, doesn't matter the social media, 1,000, and you have 100, just 100 who will buy from you, then look, you make a course which costs $50, and you have 100 people from those 1,000 who will buy your course, and you can make $5,000. Okay, so again, being active on social media, they will people will love and trust you. And don't, at the same time, I want you to be realistic, that don't expect that if you have 50,000 of followers, 50,000 will buy from you. No, this will not happen. So the number of followers, now hear me carefully here, the number of followers is not equal with number of income. No, this is not related, and you don't need thousands of followers on Instagram. You don't need those followers. I will put more the quality of people who is watching you, the quality, how much trust you give them. You can have 1,000 people, and you launch a course which is cost $1,000, let's say individual homework, individual something, just fine, and you will get your $5,000. So number of followers is not equal with number of income. Followers, you can get it overnight. I would say never do this step. Don't buy your followers. I never did it. I will never do this thing. It's better for me to have on my Instagram 10,000 people, and they will love, they will trust, they will be in chat with me, they will communicate, so we'll have a strong community relationship, and they will want to learn from me. They're having 100,000 and having 5 likes just because that is fake, okay? So keep in mind, you don't need big numbers of followers to launch your courses. What I mean here, budget planning, to be realistic. Okay, if again you are not active on your social media, you are on Christmas and New Year, no, anyway, twice a year and not active, and don't make an expectation, a plan to make 50,000 bucks. Put a realistic goal to gain 3 students. And when you have the goal that you need to have 3 students, believe me, you will run your social media and you'll invest your resources to get those 3 students. Again, another thing, how should you budget your courses? What price should you put for your courses? Ask yourself, how much would you pay for such course? Okay, and what is the value of the course? This will be 2 questions. What is the value of the course? So here is courses which include feedback, detailed feedback, is one-on-one, you doing private Zoom meetings with that student. So definitely here the value is more because you work individual with each student and the cost is more. If you plan to do a course which is just a PDF file and no feedback, it's just text and pictures, a PDF file, how to do specific technique. So definitely will not be that much value and you can't charge too much. I will say on your plan should be all type of classes. Okay, should be cheap one, should be expensive one, should be individual homework, a little bit of everything should be, but first 1 step at a time. Okay, 1 step at a time, this will be the best. What do I have here is called Taplink. It's a website where what I'm talking about the website. So on my Instagram, you can see, for example, a link which is directing you to a website where I have launched, I have the list of my classes and everything. So it's called Taplink CC. The same is an online website with pre-made templates. Pre-made templates can be a complicated one, can be, you can see multiple templates. Again, you just change the text. And also in this Taplink, super easy to use. I highly recommend you to use this website. This is not free. As I know, for 1 year is around 50 bucks, even less. So pretty much to buy the website, to use their platform for 1 year will be around 50 bucks. And I will call still like without investment. Here you also can, if I go to my page, for example, there are different buttons what you can add, and there are form of payments, which I will recommend you to use. What type of the payments should you use? What system? Let me go. I want to make notes, okay, how this is called. It's an online platform. It's called Stripe. So here people can pay with absolutely any Visa, MasterCards, and from anywhere in the world, okay? For example, on my website, I have Stripe and I have PayPal. You can use both. And I have people here from London, from Jamaica, doesn't matter where you are, you can accept payments. So you can link the same, super easy to link. You can use Stripe or PayPal and link them to your website, which will be made in top link. You can use it and accept online payments from anywhere in the world. How this work, these platforms? They take commission. For example, you can see here 673, I mean 14673, but here you see less. So they take small portion commission from your payments. If someone is paying you $100, you get on your bank account. This is everything linked directly with your bank account. You will not get $100. You will get 95, for example. Okay, they have different commission. Somewhere is 2%, somewhere is 3%, somewhere is more. Is depending what type of cards is using your clients. Okay, so this is what I use. So sometimes you pay a little bit more, sometimes less. It depends. They have the rules. If you go on Stripe, you'll find all the card description, all the percentage, what they using. Again, if we go, it's called Top Link, and I will say here on my presentation .cc. So this is the website where you can make it super simple without any expenses. They will charge you commission based on payments what you get. So the more you earn, the more commission you pay. But this is everything what you can do. I highly recommend you to have this type of online payments, because if you plan to launch online, nowadays everything is coming online. It's right. We do online payment, or which we love, or can be a PayPal. Okay, the same works with the system. So now I went here kind of to summarize how should you do launching your first course, what you need to do. So you made the course, you made the plan right now, you know, you have in your mind a topic about what will be your first course, what you need to do. So starting yesterday, at least today. So you run your social media at least 1-2 months before sales. What do I mean? Let's say now is January, and I'm planning on March to launch a course of nail art, which will be ombre. I'm planning, this is my plan. Imagine I am a beginner nail technician. Okay, so now starting right now, even I have 500 followers and nobody liked my page. So pretty much I'm starting from scratch. Okay, and I have to change my positioning on my social media. I'm not anymore a nail technician. I want nail students, nail technicians, potential students. I want nail technician on my page, which will buy in the future in March my ombre course. This is my plan. It's a plan. Plan may go wrong, but this is my plan. So starting today, I have to do everyday content that will prove your expertise, that will prove my expertise, that will prove that I know how to do ombre, that I know how to do ombre with different products, that I know how to do ombre with different color combination, that I can show. I have this type of videos on my account where it's showing like a timer. How do I do ombre? A timer, how long it's taking me to do a manicure, a real timer video. Then I prove here, look, I do ombre in 5 minutes. Then this is how I prove my expertise is right. And how is the quality of my ombre? I do video tutorials, I do pictures, close up. So 1-2 months, starting today, I will have daily posts on social media. I will talk about nail technician struggles. So I'm thinking, okay, nail art ombre course, what struggles they may have, what objection they may have. For example, one objection for complicated nail art or even ombre, that takes too long. Okay, I'm recording videos. I do live videos where I prove that my technique of doing ombre, look, takes 5 minutes. Do you want the same? Yes, you want the same, but my course will come. So everyday content on your social media. This is what we call warm up. So I don't announce now in January that I will have a course about ombre. I'm just proving expertise on my account, different video tutorials, video pictures, timer in different way. If people will ask any questions, again, I will answer all those questions. And once you will start to prove your expertise and showing multiple video tutorials about specific technique, one thing from that list, what you have created. So let's say ombre, you will start to receive also, hey, do you teach how to do ombre? Do you teach how to do nail art classes? Do you teach how to take pictures? This how came my online class, how to take pictures, just because I have received hundreds of requests. I love your picture, how you take pictures and what lamp you use, what phone, or oh my goodness, so many questions. And I said, okay, if they asking, I have to create a course. But before I created the course, what did I do? I have showed in my account, my expertise is right, that I can help you. And all this content, actually, I have shown that I can help you. Same, you came at this webinar, and in my posts on my content, stories and posts, I have showed you that I know how to solve this problem, how to start teaching online. Okay, this is what we do. So then, we announce the course that is coming March 1st. Hello, everyone. March 1st, sign up for my ombre course. Okay, March 1st. But I will announce a couple weeks, I will say 1 week before my launching. And what we call launching, open cart, or when people can register. Okay, so now I'm starting to run the content, but they will be able to register only 2 weeks. Let's say March 1st, March 15th. All the time put deadlines, limits until when you can register. March 1st to March 15th done. You have to hurry up because you lose the train. You lose the train if you're not signing by March 15th to my upcoming course. Okay. What do? We have a deadline for the registration, March 1st to March 15th, and we don't give access to the course. We don't give access to the course right away. Okay, I'm saying, okay, the registration is open March 10th, 1st to March 15th, but the course starts on March 20 or March 30. Okay, so I close the registration. I close everything. Then the course start. Okay, and we stop the registration and we give access to the course. Make sense? A little bit complicated, I'm guessing. So when your warm-up should start, registration open on April 1st. So it depends. I will recommend you right now, if you are pretty active on your social media, I mean, you have kind of a connection with your people, then 1 month is enough for warm-up. 1 month before. So if I'm planning to launch my course on April 1st, 1 month, like for me, 1 month is enough. If no, I will go 1 to 2 months, not more, because nobody will remember what you did 6 months ago. So 2 months is more than enough for you to launch your course. So today, January 6th, we have February, March 6th. Okay, starting today, March 6th, you open cart. People, you open the registration for your first course. That's it. Okay, this will be more than enough. So 1 to 2 months, not more. Then what is happening next? You will go with again and again and again. Another thing in my experience, what I can tell you. Believe me, I did classes online which was successful and less successful. What do I mean? Successful and less successful. Where do I judge successful or not based on number of students? How many do I get? So I had classes where I have well over 100 students, and I have classes where it's 20 or when it's 30 or even less. And here I will say it depends how good I am able to deliver the message that I can help you is one thing. Okay, how good, I mean, in all my content on social media, how good I can deliver that I'm an expert and I know how to help you. This I noted, so how good I was in this part, the same the results when I opened the cart. And another thing will be, is this consistent or no? So I will say, if you plan to launch a course ombre, so starting now until April or March, as we did, will be about ombre. So don't jump on your social media about today ombre, tomorrow how to work to teach online, tomorrow this, okay? So make one, set up one goal and you work on only one specific task. Because when you're trying to jump from one to another one, people are a little bit confused. Actually, you're talking about ombre, or you talking about how to teach online. So a little bit confusing this part. This is what I have noted on my social media. And in last year, the same I have launched. So in 1 month, I launched only one course. This is making me to set up to plan my content on social media. Okay, now I'm talking about shaping course. This month I do all this warm-up, proving that I'm an expert, doing reviews, doing everything, and something will come up. Okay, so this what will be necessary. I hope that I have answered your questions. Now, when you launch your course, should you pay, or should you set up any advertising or any this type of plan? And my advice will be no. I don't know how was you, but absolutely never, since I continue all the time, continue education, I never purchase any classes, online classes from promotion, what is coming up on Instagram or on Facebook. So people will pay you money, or ever how much you will ask, when they will trust you, when they will know that you, Christine, you, Diane, can, I just saying random name, not if is anyone here, Christine or Diane, don't think I'm pointing on you. When you can show that you can deliver, you can help those people. Remember, you solve with your course a problem. So if me as your student, potential student, I can see that you can help me. I love your butterflies and I want to learn how to do these butterflies. And absolutely each of you can help someone who is having these struggles, then I will go with this part. So I will say no advertising. In my opinion, and also many of my colleagues that saying advertising is more, you waste money, but you need to get the conversion back. I mean, if I will invest in advertising $1,000, then how many students do I will get back? So the same is with followers. You don't analyze your habits. If you go on someone Instagram page and there's nothing interesting for you, absolutely nothing, it's nothing, you'll not click follow those buttons. You will not, because it's not something what can help you. Okay, if you need to run your social media, what will help nail technician if your potential clients is nail technician? So something, tips, tricks, nail art tutorial, manicure, shaping, something which will prove your expertise, that you know how to do it. So I don't recommend you absolutely any advertising to do. Production team. Do you need a production team to launch your first course? I will say again, no, keep it simple. And remember that people will buy only if you can deliver that. You need to learn pretty much to how to deliver the message that look how good I am. I am 10 years in nail industry. I know everything about nails. So this is what will be necessary. Okay, no production team. Do it by yourself with a lamp, phone, stand. That's it. Nothing else is necessary. Don't invest. Focus on doing money first. I mean, to launch your course, to earn money from this part, and after you'll do on investing. What do I mean paid advertising? For example, on Instagram, if I will take, or Facebook, you can pay advertise your posts. So I take a story or a post and you can set up budget. Let's say this post that today post to run in social media as advertising, which will, when you go and list on your Instagram, you see many promotions. So that means people is paying to Instagram to show you those pictures, those videos. So that's why I'm saying no advertising. If you plan, you make a post about clean manicure course and you pay to Instagram to show to more people your posts, and I will say no, just because people will not buy your course clean manicure just because they saw the advertising. One thing what they can do, they can come on your page to browse your page, and if in your page they will find that you are an expert. Wow, yes, so cool. She's on your content, on your videos, on your text, on everything. You prove it that you know how to help me, then I will buy your course. Okay, this is what I mean. No to advertising. Paid advertising doesn't bring you followers you want or need. No, but may bring you followers. But look at this part. Pretty much for advertising, I can't share too much because I never did it. And I'm not focused on advertising on those people who love you. I mean, who love you, who like your content, they will find you. Okay, so how works really advertising? I can't really share because I don't have such experience. But I have colleagues who have teaching online and spend thousands of dollars on advertising on Facebook and Instagram, and they saying the result is zero. Another thing, imagine I see your paid advertising on Instagram, and I'm coming on your page, and in your page I see everything but something what doesn't attract me. I mean, how is depend how you run your social media. Do I will see something on your page what will be interesting for me to remain on your page? Okay, so you run to bring followers, but how many of those people will be interested on your work? This is what you need. So you need not number of followers. Don't focus on numbers, focus on quality of followers. As I have mentioned, you can have just 1,000 of followers and 100 will buy your course, just 100, 10%, or even 10. And you can make that plan of $5,000. Another learning platform. I need some water, sorry. Another learning platform, what I'm using right now, okay, for 1 year. I'm using a platform which is called Get Course. Okay, you can see here the name, you can browse. what is included in this learning platform, but this is a paid platform. And this pretty much how it looks. For example, is structured by modules. And the beauty of all this Get course that pretty much you can is the beauty look. But this platform, I will not recommend you from the beginning. Why? Just because this is paid app. So you pay to this app, there is monthly payments or there is annual payments, which cost a lot. And this cost for each user. So you are a new student, that I have a new user. And also you are uploading here videos, and you need to buy how many space, so gigabits, how much space you need, and videos, and you want to record your videos and 4K, like high quality videos. This type is having a lot of space. Videos are huge. That means they will be lots of cost for you. And imagine you upload all the videos here, you need to pay because you need that space. And the cost monthly for that volume of video is $1,000, but actually you sold your course for $200. Then it's not worth it. Okay, it's not worth it for you to go for paid platform. This is my advice. It's your choice, definitely. This is my advice. Do not go for paid learning platform. I have given you 4 learning platforms which you can do it free. I used to do it in WhatsApp. I did it in Instagram. I did it in YouTube. And I made over $50,000, I will say. And I launched video, just simple YouTube, and I send the link to my students. This will be my suggestion. So I will recommend you to go, for example, more fancy, more beautiful. How do you want to go? When you will start to make at least $5,000 a minimum. Okay, because again, I will not recommend you this way. Definitely you can if you want, it's your choice, but my way will be first you earn, and after you'll invest on multiple learning platform, a fancy one. With the one what I use, this how looks the learning platform is called Get Course, but this is monthly cost. Now I had months when I didn't launch courses. I was kind of relaxed. But Get Course, I have to pay. So pretty much you have success at your classes. You don't have. Get Course is asking you for monthly payments. So this will be not my recommendation to go. About legalization part, many of you the same have asked me, do I need a business license to start teaching? Do I need what type of the legalization part, what you need? So to start teaching online, what will you do online? You share your knowledge, you have your experience, you know how to draw butterfly, and you share your experience how to do butterflies. This is what you do, is right? So no license, certification, how you want to call, is necessary. This is not necessary. Doesn't matter you are in London, you are in USA, you are in Canada, wherever where you are, to teach online, to share the knowledge with others. So I know how to draw butterfly to another, and this information I have it from a lawyer. Okay, it's not just I grab it from somewhere. You don't need a license. What I know in Alberta, which is in Canada, and this will be a suggestion for you, but it's not applicable when you start teaching. So for example, if I'm teaching online, I don't have any license, I just teach you how to do a butterfly, and I made an income over 30,000. So in my province, and yours can be different, and I made more than 30,000 Canadian dollars, then I have to pay GST, I have to pay taxes, and I have to pay, will be necessary kind of for me to start thinking, okay, I need to open a corporation, I need to open a business license, I need to introduce something, because you can put as, actually you can have as independent, I mean, without any license, and to make $100,000, you'll pay a huge amount of taxes, at least in Canada. So when you'll make at least 30,000, if you are in Alberta, then you'll start to think, okay, let me go and to business license, which will be corporation or different type of the businesses. What I can answer here about the limits, I can tell you about Alberta because I'm in Alberta, Canada. For sure, I don't know, I will say for sure, but I may be wrong. What is the limits on your state or country? But I'm sure to start, okay, just to start right now teaching, to launch your first course, you should not be any limitation by legalization when you plan to start on site. Okay, you need all these licenses as a business license, as offering services license, as teaching services. Okay, you already need from right from the beginning. Okay, another thing, if you plan to teach introductory courses, which is beginners, like basic manicure course, then you may need province approval, or you need to pass specific tests from Aesthetic Association. For example, in Canada, we are multiple provinces, and each province is having her own regulation. And I am in Alberta, I don't need a special license to teach in Alberta, okay? As educator, I need a business license, which I have, but specific. But if I want to go in Nova Scotia, which is another province in the east of Canada, even for me as an educator, I have to pass an exam pretty much to get a local license from Aesthetic Association. Okay, I was there before COVID in Nova Scotia for a trade show, and even for a trade show, they didn't allow us to do demonstration and teaching at the trade show because it was necessary approval from their Aesthetic Association. So here is related to teaching on-site classes. Okay, we have provinces in Canada which is necessary, some which is not necessary. Okay, hope makes sense. We have just a couple more slides. And you can start to write questions in your chat, and after I will answer all your questions. So here, before we end, I want to summarize pretty much a plan for you. A plan for you which you start today to do it, not tomorrow, today, okay? Because if information will pass, I will say even 30 days that you have access to this webinar and you do nothing, then nothing will be the results, and most probably this is not something what is for you, okay? Because when you have the desire, you want to move forward to become an educator, you start right now and write on a paper already the plan, what you can teach. So think in advance, plan your future, move forward and start teaching. Make at least a plan, just try. Do not be scared. I want to encourage you, do not be scared. Do not be scared of fail. It's okay to fail in the beginning, but even if you fail a little bit, I mean, you'll get 2 students, you'll see a huge improvement, and you'll know which path should you take next. Definitely this path of transition from a nail technician to educator will be more easy for you, or more painful, let's call less painful, will be less painful when you do it with someone, let's say with a mentor, just because those people who did it before you, so less painful, or can be more painful when you do it by yourself. But this should not stop you to do it. Like I encourage you to do with your own skills as you can. Okay, do not be afraid to fail. So what we need to do, step one, we choose the topic about what will be my first course. You can write down, you can write in the chat, okay? About specific, you make just a plan today, just a plan. Plan may change, okay? Just start something. Let's say I take ombre. Then you start today to do a warm-up with content about this topic. I will start to talk video. I can do live videos to discuss what type of ombre, should I use gel paint, should I use gel polish, what type, and I can imagine pretty much pretending that people have specific questions to this topic. And I will run my social media starting today until March 1st. If I put the March 1st registration, showing my expertise, my skills that I know, I'm confident, I'm an expert, I know how to do ombre. Here, it's really important, do not compare yourself with someone else. Absolutely, please don't compare yourself. Definitely, you'll suffer if you go on Instagram, on Facebook, and you'll see multiple, maybe some ombre much better than mine. But I'm orientated those people, my course is orientated to those people who doesn't know anything about ombre. They have no idea. They are beginners, and there are so many beginners who never did an ombre and they want to learn. So my content will be orientated for those people who don't know. They just want how to start. Same as you came at this webinar, just how to start. Okay, we're not talking about how to make $1 million. I don't know how to make $1 million. I know just how to make 100,000. That's right. That this is to who is orientated the course. You'll define. Step number 3, what we do, we open the course registration and we put the deadlines, as I mentioned. You can register to my online course. Only 2 weeks is more than enough. March 1st to March 15th, done. We close the registration. When we close the registration, and during the course, during this warm-up and here, so I close the registration March 15th, but my course will start March 20, like 1 week, 2 weeks. It's really important, okay? When the course registration close, what you do in this period, after you close the registration, you start to record your course. So here is a rule, remember, first you sell your course and after you record your course. Do you get this part? First you sell and after you record. And I have this rule absolutely to all the courses. I did this presentation last night until 12 a.m. because I didn't do my presentation before. And I leave it all the time. So I close the registration, I do a presentation. Definitely a course which is much bigger, so it's necessary more time for you, so you plan. But you never, absolutely, please never do this mistake as my colleague did, as she told me yesterday. I was shocked, like spending 6 months on production with teams because you want to make it beautiful. And she said, I invested over $30,000 and I'm already lost and stuck on this presentation, and even I don't know when I will launch my course. What is the risk here? Okay, I want to explain. You may think that I invest $30,000 in production part and I will make 60. But this is just what is your plan. But plans may go wrong. Plan may go wrong. You never know. So you'll finish everything in time. Don't think that I will not finish to record my course. When you'll see that people wants to learn from you, you will have different motivation to record your course. Okay, so keep this in mind. First, we sell the course, then we record our course content. Even for my first course, let me see, I have students here from the first course. I can tell you a trick what I did. So my first course, I sold the course, but my course is not ready. And I was having 4 nail art technique. I think it was ombre, steel lines, what was 3D nail art, and 1 stroke. So it was on 1 course, 4 nail art techniques, so a couple designs from each different technique. And for me, just to do not enter in panic just because the date is coming and I have announced it. The date is, for example, March 20. I don't have it ready. What did I told to my students? Now you girls will hear this, right? I told them, you know what, just for you to deliver better results, so do not get overwhelmed with 4 nail art technique. How about every Monday, for 1 month, every Monday, a new video is coming up. So why did I did this part? Just because I didn't have the course ready. So I sold the course. I was having 100-something students, and I don't have the course ready. So don't panic. You can put it this way. So every Wednesday is coming a new video lesson, and you have 1 week. I was having this 1 week to record new videos for that specific manicure technique, and I have it ready for Monday. Okay, so when you don't have it, everything ready, and you start to panic, can be an option for you to think a little bit differently. Okay. For us, actually worked well. Yes, for you as a student worked well, but this what was happening in the backstage. I didn't have it ready, and I did many other classes which I have closed, and I didn't have it ready. So it's online. Okay, nobody knows. Nobody will know. Do you have it ready or no? You have time. Keep it this multiple video lessons, each design. If you plan to do a nail art class, designs will come, video lessons twice a week, Monday and Thursday. Okay, you don't need to have the design nail art class, 15 designs, everything on March 1st. Twice a week will come new video lessons. Okay, if you plan, for example, will be uploaded new video lesson on your YouTube, on your Instagram page, so can be a solution for you. So I have 1 more page, and after I will see the information. So pretty much I was trying here to give you instructions as much I can, detail it for you, what should you do it. Now for those who are scared, I will say, and who need the mentorship, who need a help, who need the guidance, who need someone, I did it right, or I didn't did it right, or I mean, you'll feel much better and more confident. For those who need, okay, I'm not saying that you may not need it. I will have an educator course which will start on February 15, an online, okay, an online educator course, and I want quickly to let you know about what is coming and to give you a special deals for this. If you think that you are confident, you know how to run your social media, for example, you know how to do your absolutely everything, but you just have questions about how to do landing page, this means website, so you just need help with the website and video recording, editing your videos, then I have a package for you with 30 days feedback starting February 15 with 2 Zoom meetings with package of cost $499 Canadian dollars. I want to specify because Many of you are from different country. This is package for you. You choose what fit you better, or you may, I have also here educators who are practicing education already, and you just need with website, okay, automatic payments. You need to set up your payments automatically. As I mentioned, PayPal and Stripe, exactly what I'm using. I can't give you something what I never experienced. Pretty much everything what you see on my backstage, this is what I give you at the educator course. How to do it like me. I may do it wrong, but this is how I do it, and this is what I teach you, because this is my experience. I will never teach something which I don't know how to do it, okay? So automatic payments, Stripe or PayPal. This is the package what you have, and I have a special price for you. This will be the price for those people who's not coming to this webinar. I have a silver package. This is more depth. I will call this as a full package, where we starting with your target audience, what is your student struggles, how to create a course structure, presentation, website. So as a full package, what will you need, and step-by-step, and also content plan for your social media. So you need is Monday. What should I post on my social media? How should I prove that I am an expert, that I'm good enough? What text should I use? What pictures? What is all different part? So I also have this type of package. Here we have 3 months feedback. So working with you, and we have a group learning, so on a group, and we have 8 Zoom meetings where we'll do feedback and analyzing all these details. And I have another price, and I will put here as a gold package for those people who don't want to have group learning and you want to work one-on-one with me. So individual learning, you have multiple Zoom and more Zoom meetings, and also more individual feedback. So one-on-one for me, helping, mentoring, one-on-one, taking your hands and taking, this is good, this is not good, how should you do it, this part, and pretty much sales plan for 6 months. So for you, how to launch at least we'll work together 2 online classes. And definitely everything when I measure everything, I say in how many students you get your money back. Because this is my goal. It's right. You came at the educator course, and me will be a focus. How can I help you to do it right way, that you should not only get the money back what you paid for the course, even for this webinar, but at least to double this part. This is optional, as I mentioned. Okay, if you find confident that based on information what you have received today, you can, and I believe that I give you detailed information, and you can do it, to just start. This already will be a huge step for you to start on your own to launch your first course. Okay, and after you'll see how this will go. But if you need a mentorship, if you need consultation, if you need help, this is my offer for you. And also I can include here a special price. This is the price special what you have until January 15. So pretty much you have 10 days to make a decision if you want to or no. Okay, we'll be friends. I will not be sad anyone if you don't go to educator course. This is absolutely optional. So until January 15, this is the special price what I have. Okay, let's now is the time. Write absolutely all your questions, what you have. If something was not covered, or somewhere you need more questions, and I will answer to absolutely all of them. Okay, stop share. Okay, And will be great. I can see during my presentation, everyone was with camera off. Will be great if you can turn on your camera, and also you can turn on the microphone to ask questions, okay? And I will see what we have here in the chat. So absolutely all the questions, Now is the time. As I mentioned, I will not give any feedback on is the right course or not the right course. What do I think about course, what you teach after the webinar? All the thoughts, what you have in your head, what is may not be clear, please ask here. Okay, let me see. From where do I say? Was this training on YouTube, the course, what you were talking? Can you please, Nadia, repeat about what course was in YouTube? So I did my ombre course, I did nail art course on YouTube, I did what was Russian EFL manicure in YouTube. So on YouTube, when you upload your video, there is an option to have it as private, or just people who can see the videos by the link. Okay, if I missed something, please, or else turn on your microphone and ask.
Hello, sorry. So you see when you upload the video to YouTube, can you see their work while they're working along?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm uploading the video lessons, how to do the nail art, and I'm sending you the link.
Okay, perfect.
That's it.
That's what I wanted to know. But can you ask the student for pictures or video to see how their progression is? Yes.
So for example, for the nail art class, what I was doing, I created a WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Where I have asked students, you did your butterflies, send me the pictures.
Okay,
okay, so in YouTube, they was watching the video.
Yeah.
How to do that butterfly, but on WhatsApp group, they have sent the work. Like Chris, can you share? You was at my course header as well. Can you share, for example, your experience as a student being at my first course?
Actually, it was quite enjoyable because when you use the WhatsApp app, it was really great because everybody could see the work that you were doing. Marianne actually, she gave her feedback, but then other people kind of
encourage you, encourage you because,
exactly.
Hey, I love your butterflies. Yes.
Or how did you do that? Or I'm struggling with this. And we kind of could work back and forth with saying, I was struggling with it too. This is how I did it. A little tweak on what Mariana did, because we all learn differently, right? So this is the difference with online courses as opposed to being on-site courses is, and this is where I had struggled with one stroke, for example. I don't know, I took a couple of courses and it was like, I found it very frustrating and I knew it wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be. And I couldn't figure it out because I didn't have an instructor over top of me to say, you're holding your brush wrong. This is where you need to do this. So with the WhatsApp app, it was really great because then we could post the pictures from the work that we did, or even like the progression of trials over the week to the next course. And it was good because you could actually see your transition. Other people that were involved with that course could see the transition. Okay, wasn't so hot my first couple, but by the time I did 5, the transition, how much better it was.
Yes, and in this group you build community, a group of supporting, because when you create also this group, it's a rules, no negative comments. Everybody is supporting, you make you control those chats because you don't want those nail technician, this is garbage, it's not butterflies, you don't want this type. So you want to build a community, a group of people who is supporting, who came at this course. Pretty much how we are right here, right now. You can help and support each other, right? Not giving different. So this is how I did it. And I ran it 3 nail art marathons, same YouTubes. Even I still have those videos on YouTube, and later people have purchased from me the nail art as well course. I just shared the link. It's still on YouTube. Nothing changed. Okay, so still working. And you can do it without any investment. And if you prefer to offer feedback to your students, one way you can do a WhatsApp group, or you can create Telegram groups, or in different platforms. If you using, because we are in different country, you may have different communities where you use. Can you use Facebook groups to give feedback? So it doesn't matter exactly where. Use the maximum as you can with less resources. I will see here what else we have. Do you think it's make any difference advertising in Canadian dollars or other currency? As I have mentioned, I never did any advertising, and I can't share if it's any make any difference, Canadian dollars or other currency. What I will say by teaching online, mainly my audience, my people on my Instagram is North America. And everyone from North America knows about dollars and knows about Canadian dollars, and pretty much we know the values, which one is higher, which one is less. If you are located on where should I say, Russia, and you'll sell your course on Canadian dollars, may sound a little bit different. So make it in your currency, or make dollars, euro, dollars, kind of universal, let's call it universal, or currency. Okay, let's see. I remember hearing from stories that you step back from teaching online and start teaching on site, but I'm just curious if teaching online is, I'm going to change something on 2023. So I'm planning for 2022, 23 already. I will start teaching some on-site classes. I have scheduled for Edmonton, for Kelowna, some classes, but mainly will remain on online. This will be the time, but I will cancel. For example, I'm planning to not do any more shaping class, but I'm coming with new project as Rich Master, you know, Pearl. So pretty much changing my activity. And when I say I don't teach anymore online, this is so. And one time I was teaching nail art, only nail art, different type of nail art. And in one moment I said, no, I don't want to teach anymore nail art. What did I did? I obsoleted. I still have those video records or videos, but in my website, you don't see thin lines, you don't see 3D nail art, you don't see one stroke. So I made the moment that, hey, I don't want to teach any more nail art classes. I want, just because I grew, I want to be different. So I'm more focused right now to launch educator classes. So not drawing butterflies, okay? But working at different level, I will call with the same nail technician. And this will happen exactly with you. Remember when I mentioned that in the first course I did nail art was WhatsApp group. Then I noted that, okay, those people doesn't know how to do manicure. My next course was manicure, then was shaping, then was how to gain clientele, then was different. So on. So I grew that nail technician. And now we are at the level that people is asking, how you teach online? I want to do the same. Give me mentorship. So I grew up from that level of drawing butterflies. And that's why, yes, I announced that I don't teach anymore online. Butterflies. I mean, those courses, what I have. Okay. Do you give courses of completion? Do I give courses of completion after educator course? I guess you asking. Yes, I give a certificate of completion. But my advice here will be, do not focus, do you get the certificate or no? Measure differently. Okay, I gain it. 1,000 followers on my Instagram who are my nail technician. They love me running this content. I launched my course, and actually I received so much request that I have a plan and I have students for my second course. This is what I will put the most important, the most valuable from my educator course. Okay, just to get a certificate. Imagine today give you a certificate of educator course, and what will change next? And in the same time, I want to highlight that the most hard part is to sell a course, to find students to sell your course, and those people who will want to buy from you. This is how I measure. For example, I will put more valuable results from educator course than a certificate. But yes, you'll get at the end a certificate. Pretty much, okay, I took an educator course and I'm super busy. I received so many requests about teaching, then I work less with clients. I'm moving forward to be an educator. At work, nail instructor can turn on right now. Angie, can you please, if you are here, can you please turn on microphone and explain what you mean?
It means she's at work. She can't talk right now. She's actually working.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I thought these are questions. So what website do you use now for your students to submit finished nails or feedback for you? So what I'm using platform is called Get Course. Remember why I have mentioned what I'm using right now. I started to use, I would say 1.5 years, but I have launched multiple classes only with WhatsApp group. I did not Rich Master, I did manicure classes, I did multiple WhatsApp group, and WhatsApp group to send me your homework. That's it. Okay, right now I don't use WhatsApp groups. I'm using Get Course, where each student can submit their work. But as I have mentioned, this costs you monthly payments for video storage, and plus how many users you have. And that's why I don't recommend you for the beginning. Attach the link for conversion. I guess Chris is answering. What website do you use? What website do I use for what? Okay, I use top link. You can see it on my website there. You can, is necessary. Top link is more than enough for you to run your classes. You can accept payments, you can make product description and everything. But also it's lots of people who wants to have just a certificate to be able to work. How can I give them if I start teaching? So you teach them how to do butterfly and you give them a certificate. Congratulations for finishing the butterfly, the online butterfly course. That's it. How, from where to get those certificate, for example, in Canva, if you go the same, you will have a template of your certificates. Okay, remember one thing, from the legal part to teach online, this is the official information from Canadian lawyer, and I guess it's not any difference to teach online, to share your experience with others. You don't need any specific license. So right here I'm in front of you and I share how I did my first course. I share what I did, how I did it. I don't need the license, okay? Let's say from church, the pastor is telling you what is written in the Bible. He doesn't need the license to share information with you. Okay, if you if you want, you can give a certificate of successful completion of butterfly teaching, or how is called the name. Okay, I hope that I'm answering. Do we need to have a legal name or to order the certificate? No, you don't need to have a legal name to order certificate. For all the online classes I provide, and you don't need a business name. If you want to call it even first name, last name, your education or institution, or you can say you took this course from who? From Annette, from Maya, from someone. So first name, last name, that's it. You don't need absolutely anything. You don't need to order your certificates from anywhere. You need to, you can have it as a PDF file. You write the name of your student and you send it by email. As I mentioned, to teach online, you have in Alberta is some 30,000. You don't need a business license, a business name, a corporation, any type of the business. You can do it today. Once you will make a 30,000 bucks in Alberta, in my province, then what will you do? You will go to registry and register a corporation. You'll need a business license. Okay, and maybe your office, your business will call Inc., will call NG Incorporation, Maya Incorporation. How you'll go? Depending on where the person lives, you can't work just having a certificate. I'm based in California, and certification are more advanced, but not start working with clients. So you start teaching here. I will not recommend you to start teaching online basic classes, basic manicure classes. Those people need on-site teaching. What you teach online will be your clientele, and you will be those people who have already the certification from California, where you are based, or another state. So they have the license of being nail technician, and they want to improve their skills. They want just to learn from you how you do this ombre, your own technique. Okay, we don't talk about introductory courses. As I mentioned, if you plan to teach on-site introductory courses, you go to your city or registry we have in Canada, and you get the license of offering services of teaching. Okay, this is what we have, and there you give profession, you give people a job, you give them skills to start teaching with clients. If you teach those who have already license from somewhere else, and believe me, it's a huge pain for many nail technicians that is complaining that in my basic manicure course, for example, nobody teach me how to use an e-file. I will say each of you should teach a course how to use e-file. So many beginners, they're saying, I don't know how to use an e-file. I want to learn. So they have already a license, a certificate to work, but they still struggle with many skills. And this is what you'll do. Okay. So I'm on BC. Can we teach online? Yes, you are on BC. And you can teach online. And I will say another advantage of teaching online, just you can do from anywhere, even if you are in a small town, even if you are in the smallest community where you are. Look, we are together here. How many were online? Yes, I think 15 were online. This webinar have purchased 65 people. Someone is nighttime and they are not from here. Many people from Spain. Do we have Spain here? Italy? Probably. I don't know if it's anyone here, because I know girls, I communicated with you and you told me I'm in Spain, I'm in Italy, I'm in different. And we are all here online. So you can teach online if you are in BC. You don't need a specific location. You need phone, you need internet. Okay, that's it. You make a certificate to email the students in Canva. Yes, I do my certificates on Canva. And I email to my students. And it's a PDF. Okay. If you add our certificates to help those who need CEU, I don't know what that means, if you can, or for students who gain more hours to graduate. Well, this is here for California. I know what you mean. For example, the same, we have a requirement in Alberta for basic manicure course, basic. Those people, they need 400 hours. Then you can write how long takes your course, manicure course. You can do it this way, definitely. How long if they need. After the theory K, what is the next step? What is the next step from the taxes and the business purpose? And here I can tell you in Alberta, in Canada, the state where I am, province. So after I made 30,000, I have to go to registry to the local office to incorporate my business. Can be, I have Egoista Incorporation, or can be different names, which I will have kind of an official business where all the money will not, I will not get those money, will get my business. Okay, so this is only from the legal part, from the tax purpose. So all the money what you make, you also need to pay taxes. At least we pay taxes in Canada. I don't know how it's not with you. So do we get an educator certificate? At the end of educator course, you will get an educator certificate. But as I have mentioned, put first priority to the different, what I will achieve, what educator course will give me. Okay, because if you get the educator course and you don't know how to sell your classes, you don't know how to run your social media properly to gain those clients, then it will be equal. It will be equal with zero. I took educator classes where teach me different technique, and as if I will not be wrong, I also have some of you educator, which you are educator from different brands. That's right. I have here some educators, and you took that educator course certificate, kind of you have a certificate, a piece of paper, and you sit in your town and say, oh my God, I don't know how to gain students. Nobody wants to learn from me. I don't know how to sell my services. Probably what's happened. That's why you are here, because you are not satisfied probably with that specific brands, or as I know, it's many here from Canadian brands educators. So you have a certificate, but this doesn't give you anything. I would say from educator course, what you get from me, yes, you get also certificate, but what you get, how for you to deliver your expertise, because absolutely each of you is an expert and you are good on what you're doing, how for you to sell, to deliver this message that you are good, and to get students. This what is the more valuable, I will put, in my opinion, at least. You are able to teach on person with educator class. No, educator class is not available on person, and I will not do it in person because this is necessary. Look, we'll be online 4 months. Do I have to move on BC with you to work 4 months? No, it's a huge volume of information. And if I will teach this class on site, I have to do it in 3, 4 days, 5 days, will be not that resultative. When we work together or individual for 6 months, 6 months, and this and online Zoom meetings, what you did, how should you do it, okay? It's exactly different. This is Canada location. Yes, I am in Canada, Alberta. This is not a problem. See, we are from different. I know we should have Spain, Italy, but probably they're sleeping right now because it's nighttime. Can we get this whole session to watch again? Yes, this is recorded and you will have access. 30 days. 30 days you will get later this afternoon video record and you can rewatch everything.
Mariana, I'm curious, I may have missed it, but I'm just curious why we should sell the course before we create it.
Because your plans may go wrong. Your plans may go wrong and you think, well, will buy so many people from me and I'm investing so much information, as my colleague said. I want to make it beautiful. I want to make with the production team she recorded and with a beautiful website. And I want to have, so this was the request many times. I will start teaching when I'll have a beautiful website, when I'll have 100,000 followers, when I will have A, B, C, D. This will never happen. If you can do it, if you know how to monetize, when you have 1,000 followers, you can do exactly when you have 10,000. But to grow from 1,000 to 10,000 people to follow you, you need to show how good you are. Why do I have to follow you? Show me how you do a butterfly, and I want to learn butterfly, and I want to stay on that page. And then I will ask you, hey, I was tried actually to do butterfly based on your video, doesn't work. How about I will take your course? Okay, so here I will say, you test right now in the beginning, because you may have, okay, should I do manicure? I'm good at manicure. I'm good at butterflies. Which course should I do first? First courses are just testing for you how this will go. You invest time, you invest resources, energy to record, to make it everything beautiful. You invest money, and your course doesn't sell as your expectation, as your own expectation. What you'll feel bored out. I will say, I want to give up, I'm not good enough, done. Your expectation, we test in the beginning. Okay, that's why I will say, so let's say you just sell your course for 2 students. You'll make a decision to run that course or to cancel it.
That was going to be my next question is, do you have like a
but
minimum?
I will say, even if you'll have 2 students, to do it, because this will give you'll have 2 feedbacks, you'll have 2 people. Okay, you will get a huge amount of information. You will know, you can do as one-on-one for those people. You'll know what is the nail technician, those 2 students, what is their struggles, what else you can help, how you can make your next course more successful. Okay, how should you deliver the information? Because many times it's hard for us to take the nail technician shoes in the beginning, and we don't know their struggle because we are so far from the beginning and we think, I don't know what is their struggle. So even 2 students, I encourage you to do. You'll have a huge amount of information. You'll know what should you do next, and will be a huge boost. Also, I had classes where the same class, so this was exactly for ombre class. So in the beginning, I didn't have for first lunch that number of students, who didn't meet my expectation. Second, third, and fourth, I think I did more than 6 lunches for ombre course, was more. What was sold? My students' feedback and their work. So even in my first ombre course, pretty much I wasn't able to deliver how good expert I am. But when I started to show, hey, look at the students' results from course. This is what they did. Look how good they did. So this have sold my class second time, the third time. So even if you have 2 students, don't cancel, run. You'll have 2 reviews. You'll have 2 results to show. Okay. So, did I answer the question? I guess yes. From the small community is perfect for online teaching. Is the region are unusual to small? So it doesn't matter where you are. It's a small community, I guess, Chris, you mean like Calgary, small town, or you are in BC in a smaller town. I understand that. If you are here, will be better for you to turn on your microphone and ask the question. Okay, so you teach online. You don't have borders. It's no quarantine. It's no weekends. It's no anything, and also it's no day and it's no night. What do I say? Is so pleasant, and I wish that absolutely each of you to have this feeling when you wake up in the morning, you open your emails and you see that 10 people have registered to your course. I was sleeping in Canada, but actually UK and Spain and Italy, for they was day, and they have signed up to the course, and it's so pleasant because you can make money during when you sleep. And doesn't matter you are on a small community or you are in a small town, in a bigger town. Okay, this is.
I also find that too, because like I'm in a very small community. And a lot of times I find certain regions too, competition is a real big thing, even though we should never be really competing against each other. It's more helping each other out to try and grow everybody together and support. That doesn't always happen in a small town. So what I have found is that things like this, where you can do online teaching, which I'm going to be stepping out to do now, is that you're broadening your base. So those locally that may not come to you because, well, I can't learn from her, so like, then they'll be just copying everything she does. That's not it. It's always about starting somebody somewhere, because they're all going to grow in different directions based on what your natural talent even is, right? So the online teaching is great that way, because it's getting out of your smaller communities to other places, because you don't know, people locally may not appreciate the work and talent you have, but somebody else somewhere is going to appreciate your work.
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. So this is the beauty of teaching online. You can see, well, I'm in Canada and you guys are in different place, and we're all together. And the same with online you will have. I'm not saying, and another advantage, you have freedom, and that's also you work less in this part. How about printing certificates? And there are payment plan for educator course. How do you go with automatic post on Instagram? Printing for the certificates. I don't have a colored printer. My certificates are colored. I'm going outside in the town to offices where they do printing. I'm going with a USB stick with drive, and where is a PDF file, and I ask them, can you print my certificates? And when I go in a classroom, I have on my hands physically certificates. This is what I do. Okay, there is a payment plan for educator course. Yes, it's a payment plan for $500 monthly. After this webinar, you will receive full course program for educator course and link for payments if you wish to sign up. And how works payment plan? We have day of is February 15 is right. The course educator course starts in February 15. You make $500. Then every month of 15 is charge automatically your credit card. So you need, you give us just credit card authorization, and every month, day of 15, we take equal amount of payments. Payments plan is available for absolutely all the packages. I mean, if you need basic, if you need different. How do you go with automatically post on Instagram? What I'm using is called SMM Planner. SSM Planner is an app online. There you can upload your posts. You schedule your posts, and everything's go out automatically. So you're saying sell yourself by showing your work. When I say sell yourself, is sell your knowledge, your skills, what you are good at. Like right now, what you're feeling confident to start your first course. My recommendation, start with something small. Okay, something small, butterflies, nail art, specific or about different. I'm curious about the percentage of students that are purchasing the courses and don't complete them. Do you have experience at that? Yes, I have experienced it. Let's say 50 people have purchased the course, and yes, it's real that not everybody will complete the course. I mean, they will not send their homework. And we're not working with kids, we work with nail technicians who are 18 plus. And here I will completely put people decision to complete the homework or no. If I will say percentage, here is a little bit different. I noticed sometime I was having even classes which 95%, usually shaping class is the one who is completing more. For nail art classes, I have noted less percentage of people completing. And I also took mini classes. And if I would say, you know what, I got what I need, I will practice maybe one time and I don't send my homework. So you should not be worried about those people who purchased the course and later is their decision to complete the homework and do not complete the homework. Yes, there are different. It depends how much motivation you'll have. Look, even here at this webinar, we have 65 people who have purchased this course. And some of you will really start to write notes and will make a plan. Someone already closed the Zoom, said, I don't work, it's not for me. Done, okay? So everybody have their own motivation to complete, to move forward or no. This should not worry for you as educator. What is your point? You share your knowledge. I want to know, how do you draw butterflies? This is what you should deliver the information. Okay?
Mariana, I was going to say to that too. I've been involved in classes from UK instructors and things like that as well. And a lot of times what they'll end up doing is they will give a certain date that classes, and I think you've done this as well too, where say you've got 30 days or 60 days to get all your work in order to receive that certificate. So if it takes them 6 months to do it, and they're 3, 4, 5 months past the date, obviously they're not going to get their certificate, because that was part of the agreement in signing up for the course, is that at the end, like if all the work has been presented by a certain date, how many days, whatever it is, and then you get your certificate of completion.
I highly recommend you to complete the same, to put some rules, put those rules, what is important for you. Okay, you want to see the students' feedback on 30 days and 60 days, depend how big is the course. And for what reason you do this part? For example, to motivate people to complete the work, to motivate them, because they paid money and they need to do the work. To motivate for you, what you get back, you get students' work, you get reviews, and also in the same time, if you will put it unlimited, let's say if I will put unlimited, I don't teach anymore one stroke and 3D nail art classes, and someone from last year is asking me about something, what was in the course. I don't remember already what is on that specific course. So, and this is also is keeping you out of chats. If I will have, let's say, nail art chat group on WhatsApp, manicure group, so you know the feedback is end, the WhatsApp group is close. Okay, So this will motivate students to do the homework. And for you, you are free, you finish it with your nail art course, you focus all your resources, all your energy on shaping. Okay, you do those rules, what is you feel comfortable. I will say at least 30 days, for feedback. And this is a student choice to take the opportunity to practice or no. Okay, you should also you specify your rules. Okay, I have answered about payment plans, automatic post on Instagram. Yes, I said this SSMM planner, this is what I use. This is helping you. For example, at Educator course, I have a content plan every single day, absolutely every single day. What should you post on your Instagram? What type of content? How should you write your posts, sales post? Where should you show your advertise? And you can do it in the evening or in the weekend. So you write 5 posts. There is showing samples, how I did it. And you write your own post, you schedule everything in advance, and you go and work with your clients. And this will help you, will take a part of the job. Anyway, job needs to be done, but doesn't mean if you work with clients, your social media, your Instagram needs to suffer. The post needs to go out automatically every day. And this is how works my Instagram. Many times you see daily posts, but actually I scheduled them last week. Okay, doesn't mean I'm go there every day. Okay, I make the work. Work is done by me, not by someone else. Is done in advance, and it's really, really helpful. What website is for Nail Academy through the where you have signed up is on Tilda. So it's a little bit more complicated. There is a website, the same, this is the website what I show at Educator course is called Tilda. The same is pre-made landing pages, pre-made templates where you just upload your pictures, your work, and everything is done. But the same can be done on Top Link, payments, automatic payments without any issues. Okay, preview is also great for Instagram. Yes, there are many SMM planners for Instagram. Can you type or spell on the website? Do you mean the voice? I didn't get it. The voice, I mean, I'm saying in the recording.
Hi, sorry, no, just the website you were mentioning, I just couldn't understand.
Okay.
What name was you were saying?
Hilda.
Hilda, like H-I-L?
Tilda. Yes.
Hilda. Tilda.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Perfect.
Yeah, I know I have a crooked English, so and with my accent, it's nothing what I can do. I'm trying for many years already. Okay, so let me know what other questions you have. As I mentioned, take the opportunity here to ask your questions. So let me know about what course do you plan to start? What is in your mind? Probably during this 3 hours webinar, you already have a little bit of something, what you can start. If you need my advice, don't hesitate to ask. Otherwise, everything will be good. I would say, again, you was asking me about Tilda. You probably, just because you want a more beautiful website. This cost, okay? Again, we focus, how should you do it without any investment, with minimum resources, with minimum cost. It's more easy than you imagine, I will say. Figures, if I'll leave you another minute to see if you have any other questions. Otherwise, is will end. How much is the month is the Get course? Get course have the packages. There is a monthly payment. There is 1 year, 2 year packages. I think the last year was cost 2,300 something I paid, but this is different. They have packages based on how many users, how many students you have. Okay, if you have 10 students, it's different packages. How much volume of videos? So for example, I have shaping course where are 75 videos, 75 lessons, which in each video lessons are 5-6 videos, so a couple hundreds of videos. This is a huge, it's heavy, so I need to buy more space from Get course. If I will do a small course, then I will need a different packages. So there are close to, I would say, 500 up. This is what you look. And this is the idea, because you are a nail technician. I will see you still work with clients. You don't need to work as I do in the beginning to launch every month new classes, pretty much, because you need incomes, right? So you can plan to launch your courses every 3 months, every 5 months, twice a year will be a good start for you. I would say every 3 months is good, because it will give you a little bit of relaxed time. You have enough time to pretty much build your trust, show your expertise, and do it differently. And even if I don't make money this month, I have to pay. So for this, and this is a little bit complicated, and platform, and as I know this type of professional learning platform, there are many in the market, but all are with for all you need to pay. Instagram will not be to run your class on Instagram. Who took here any classes from Instagram? I mean, just where the class is run it in Instagram. It's work perfectly, you don't need to pay. This is what will be, is depend. I can't give you exactly, I paid over $2,000, but it's depend on volume, depending how many videos you have. And for example, I have a shaping course, which all the time is on learning platform, but I don't have every month shaping course. Okay, so videos are there, is occupying space, this cost. How many times a day should we post? And there is a specific way to set up your Instagram page to attract students, like highlights and keywords, phrases. Yes, absolutely. You need to run your social media for students. You need to know what is their student struggles and what is their objection, for example. Yes, it's necessary specific type of posts. You can analyze my social media, where I write sometime about myself, sometime I write about struggles, sometimes I write personal, sometimes I'm talking about educational posts, like how to fix specific problem. But all this, all my people in Instagram is those who are interested nail technicians. So I write every single post stories only for them. This is what you need to understand. You run your social media for your course. On the second package, what I need, what I have, you have for educator course, for example, is detailed instruction how to do. Actually, I can show you. And I may answer your questions here. You'll see samples. I will go share. This you'll see a record of educator course from previous year. This year will be lots of things. Lots of things updated. Content plan, how you'll get everything, day 1, day 2, day 3, Day 13, how many we have, and so many every day. Day 18, the educational videos, whatever from where you start. So yeah, you have a link. Let's open the link. Casey is directing to my Instagram where I saying top 3 reasons why. We're talking here about why nails break. And for each single video, let me go back. So it's samples for every day. You have a video where I'm talking here. Okay, I'm turning off the volume. I don't know, it's sometimes I have to check if I don't have enough space on Get Course. See the videos how it's uploading very hard. And this is about, again, paying monthly more to have more space so the videos do not be loading too much and then not lower the quality. Here you have different type of the video every single day where I explain what type of message should you deliver to your students. So pretty much, why did I write at this part? What type of the values should you work on your posts? And you have samples and everything, samples from my Instagram for absolutely every single day. I will check. I have some notification here. I will check why it's necessary. Probably again, not enough space in a Get Course. And I have to again increase the package of my space, the video, to watch a little bit differently. For SMM Planner, this is the website, what I have mentioned. SMM Planner, this is where you can schedule your posts. I don't have anything scheduled here, but it's linked with your Instagram page. I will go to the store. So this is linked with Egoista Instagram page. And you can see I don't have anything scheduled right here, but what you do, you click, you upload your pictures, video, or you write your text. I can put here when this post to be scheduled, tomorrow, what time. Okay. Now it's asking me for pictures. And posts go out automatically. You can see, I will see how my timeline will look, will upload. See if I go preview mode, I can move the posts around and I can see how my timeline will look on Instagram. And the posts will go out automatically. Hope that makes sense. Questions? About specific, again, if I go here, there is a way to set up your Instagram and to specific to write about to gain more students. So yes, it's necessary specific way to run your Instagram, but most important, you need to understand that what is your goal from today, for example, to March 1st, where is the deadline you set up in your calendar that you plan to launch your course. I want to launch my March 1st course about ombre, and I have to deliver the message on my social media that I am expert, I am good at ombre technique. Then I will create different video tutorials, like very quick. I will not give away the technique, okay, but I will prove my expertise. How good I am at ombre. This will be my goal. Okay, this way you have to run your social media. Okay, thank you everyone for being here at this webinar. Later you'll see all the video record for those who left the webinar or for those who will see the record. And I will say Everything is possible. I encourage you to watch this webinar from the beginning, make notes, make a plan, and start to plan your first online course. I'm sure you can do it by yourself. You just need to start. You may think, oh my goodness, I'm not good. I can't do it. Okay, for sure you can do it. If you need help, if you need, like as a child, someone to take your hands, and you need someone to guide you, then I will be a pleasure for me to work with you at Educator course. Okay, try. Don't be afraid to try. You'll not fail. You will grow. Okay, even from this experience, you will grow. Will be great if you will share your thoughts, I will say, your experience about this webinar. If you can, when you have an opportunity, pretty much all your feedback. How was brainstorming a good side, or I give it you even more headache, and do not sleep tonight to think about your first online course. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I'm looking forward to see your feedback about how this was. I feel so discouraged. I have to start from zero. Took 2 years. I will say, no, you don't need to feel discouraged because you don't start from zero. You have skills. If you started from zero, to know how to do nails, you know already how to do nails. You just need right here to learn how to deliver the information, to show your expertise. It's right, you follow so many pages on Instagram, and you have some pages who they are so good at nail art. It's right, then you know that they delivered the message because they are nail art educators. The same. You can do it. I know it's hard in the beginning. Every start is hard. But if I wouldn't start a couple years ago to be an educator, I don't know. I don't know how to make $100,000 working as a nail technician. I don't know. I will never realize my dreams from financial part, for example. And I wish you the same. I know it's hard, but look at the future, how you will build. Because working as a nail technician, we work physically, and you have limited. You will take 100 nail clients. Maybe you'll take 120 and done. You'll increase your price with $10, but not that much. And this is a lot of different. So it's definitely, here is your choice. What you want to do to move forward. My way was to start teaching, and then everything you can achieve the same results as me, even better. I purchased my dream car, a Mercedes. Now my goal for this year again is to close my mortgage, a house mortgage of $500,000. And this is the way, the single way how I can realize my dreams, for example, to work online. This is what I can tell you. And you see on my account, many of you took many other classes, and I can prove in any moments that this is my results. You can do the same. Just be realistic and level up your energy. You can do it. Okay? Start baby steps. This is kind of nerve racing, but it's cool to see where is the next step, how you can do it. Okay, thank you, everyone, and I'm looking forward to see you on online. Okay, Thank you. I'm in the same. I'm looking forward to see your feedback and also to see your classes online for you teaching online. Believe me, it's possible. Okay, it's possible. Same as other students did it, the same you can do it. Thank you. Bye-bye.